Quick to tell me I'm a fake. She ain't told no lie, she love it when I catch my cadence. She gone off the deep end, pull up every weekend. I hate to let her down, but I'm in a fast life, so you never slowing me down. Heart rate dropping like you know sleep out. How you switch up, you always help me down. Wonder why I turn into a cold of me now. It could be worse, right? I got where I'm at without no work-life balance. You tell me that it's love, but I'm knowing that it's madness. Squad with me, God, cut us from the same fabric. No, I really can't complain. Everything is straight. I've been on the wave, but everything I say turn into the real thing. Tell them run it up, you know it ain't a thing. We made it out of Psalms with the words on the page. Everything is straight. I've been on the wave, but everything I'm saying turn into the real thing. what you make it. My shit been amazing, I can't see a way out. I've been stacking face down off canvases I painted. I just spent the rain day on shit I can't afford, but that's the price I pay for the memories I'm making. I've been going places, I've been shaking hands for a chance to really make it. This life is so abrasive, so I almost gave it. All this shit I'm laying, it's only the foundation. I've been going crazy, just trying to find a way. I was in the basement, trying to turn the page. I was going through the phase, nobody see my face. I was chasing at the paper, been all it for the ways. With everything again, ain't nothing left to lose. I've been breaking rules, I've been making moves. With everything to prove, now it's going how I see it through my lens. But it's stuck in my head, I can't seem to get away from it. I went out of my way, I'm trying to feel the air again. I've lost somewhere in my head, I've been at it all on my own. Holding tight to the pledge, I'm somewhere near the edge of wishing we never met. I'm scared of being without you, afraid no one ever know me. I'm at the edge, and I can't get us out of my head yet. Looking like who I'm becoming, it's all I ever wanted. Never like me when you're sober, only like you when I'm lonely. Got me looking in the mirror for the self-diagnosis. Feel like they villainize me for they ever get to know me. They tell me that you need me, but your action didn't show it. Knowing that you play the angles, and I'm seeing through your motives. But the weight down on my shoulder, found a way to hold it. I can't keep my focus, barely keep composure. Hard when I've been coping with all the pressure that I fed. Make it hard to hold my head, make it hard to get to sleep. Like I'm slipping from the edge, struggling to get a breath. Right the wrongs with the lead, life is not a guarantee. Niggas dying by the clip, still prescribed a Dylan mess. Now the way to flee the scene, I've been trying to get a grip onto something out of reach. Life is speeding to a beat, it's how I realize that I'm not the man I wanna be. I've been running for myself, we all afraid to die alone. Scared that's all I ever be. I've been scrolling down a feed, afraid we'll never get to see the type of liberation that we really need to set us all free. I went out of my way, I'm trying to feel the
Yo, 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 what's good? What's happening, people? What's crack-a-lacking? I like that. I do like that. Yo, is the sound good? Are we all good for sound? What's good, Crypto fam? Hey, Life, how you doing, man? Nice one, brother. Well, what an interesting day it has been, eh? No retrace at all by Ethereum. Nothing. Right? Bitcoin, on the other hand, doing nothing. What do we know about fractional disparity? We know when Bitcoin holds, Ethereum moves. When Bitcoin moves, Ethereum continues. But there's something fishy about this move, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I've seen this move before, man. I don't like it. Some people might like it. You need the sound turning up, 2 seconds. Is that all good? Yeah, we cool? Moon boys like it. Well, they're the ones that make it happen, guys. You know? They're the ones that make it happen. Speculation itself is the number one reason why people come into this game. Right? So it's going to be a very interesting evening, to say the least. I'm going to get straight into it. I'm going to just acknowledge a few people that have come into the room. What's going on, members, Patreons, all subscribers? What's going on? Thank you so much for hitting the 20k, guys. Honestly, I'm humbled by that. The growth of the channel has been unbelievable, man. But Ethereum has been growing too much. She needs to calm down. She has been going crazy. You know, you guys made the 20k happen, man. You know, thank you so much. All right. But tonight, we have a lot of things to discuss. Listen, fundamentals, okay, play a role in inducing people. Fundamentals do one or two things, okay, or both. They get people to commit to a trade. All right? They get you to put your money down when you see Ethereum rising. You don't want to miss out on the hype. So you step in. You put your money down. And then they release information about Goldman Sachs or anything about Elon or anyone that's relevant in the crypto space, or someone that is relevant but not in the crypto space looking to step into the space. Market makers are going to do one thing. They're going to move price to the zone sooner than expected. All right? Let's take a trip down memory lane. Please go back and watch the Sunday night stream. Please do that. The Sunday night stream when Bitcoin and Ethereum were down here and everyone was losing their mind. Bitcoin was going to go down to 30k, 20k. You know, people were going crazy last week on Sunday. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know what to do. And that's the thing about the marketplace. There's no loyalty. We could be biased, we could be down, bearish one point, bullish the next. That's the best way for me to explain it to you. And the sooner you understand that concept, okay, the easier it's going to become for you to trade. Because you won't be married to an idea. You won't be married to a certain conviction. All right, you might be in a trade and you're waiting for it to play out. That's different. But an ideology, a way of thinking, if you're stuck in your head that Bitcoin needs to go down to 30k, you're going to be chilling. You are going to be waiting a long time until the big players completely dismiss Bitcoin. We might even go lower than 30k. Till that happens, man, sit tight. You sit tight. Bitcoin going nowhere near that zone. But will it pull back? Most definitely. Is she going to reset? Most definitely. Is Ethereum going to reset? You know? We said that Ethereum needed to hit on Sunday. We needed to hit 2,480. Projected. Complete. 2,630. Projected. Complete. All right? Why? Because they only came back to the zones that the market makers built their longs in the first place. This is no surprise to you guys. The projections channel explained that sort of thing. Excuse me, losing my fucking words. Yeah? We've only come back to areas that we are familiar with. Why? Because that's what market makers need to do. They need to go back to the zones that they built their previous shorts, their previous longs at. Yeah? Are we all on the same page? Are we all on the same page? Give me a one. Give me a one. Jared. PC Shed, my guy. This is it. They needed to get back their money. But what I'm concerned about is what I'm going to discuss right now. This is something that I'm concerned about. All right? If we go back in time and look at Ethereum's move, ironically enough, on a Sunday, okay? This is what happened last week on Sunday. Ethereum was basing, everyone was scared, is she going to drop, is she going to go lower? And we all said, she's still above the 800 EMA. She doesn't look like she's going anywhere else. Okay? Not this one. Sorry, not this move. Yes, it was this move here. Yeah. This move here on Sunday. Okay? Last week. Bloody hell. Get my bearings right. What happens? Rise out the zone, retrace, continuation. Drop, continuation, forms a shark fin pattern, or a V shape, straight to the high and drop. It took us nearly what? How long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nearly 6 sessions to get price up to this point. And in less than 2, she dropped. We're back at this point again. This time I'm not seeing... Man, it's a tricky situation here. Ethereum hasn't yet come back and retraced to the 50 EMA. Nothing. You could say that this was a little bit of a retrace, but it didn't touch the 50. It just looks like it's riding this 50 all the way up, and it doesn't look like it wants to stop. However, is Ethereum extended? In light of the cycle, yes. In light of the cycle, she is extended. Will Asian session tonight bring us some interesting price action? Maybe. What day is it tomorrow? What do we know about tomorrow? Little bit of education. What do we know? Midweek reversal. Yeah, there you go. And you've got Bitcoin's expiration point as well. You know, I'm not saying I dismiss fundamentals. I don't dismiss them. I just don't use them because the time that I'm in a trade, I'm out. If someone was to, I mean, if you got hot fundamentals like if Elon posts something at the time that I'm in a trade, that's just bad luck. You know, you can't premeditate someone posting something on Twitter. All right. Likewise, that time I got burnt with the dollar yen trade. Dollar yen was dropping. I was in the short. Then out of nowhere, Donald Trump decides to put a tweet out. Completely reverse his price. Yeah. Yeah, Crypto Keeper. This is what I'm saying, man. This is a great setup for my final days of shorting of April. PC. So this is what I mean, man. The setup is there. All right. Is this another shark fin? Everyone right now is pumped with Ethereum. Everyone is thinking about Ethereum. Let's just take a trip and look at Bitcoin for a minute. All right. Let's just see what Bitcoin's doing. Okay then, here we go. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Let's be honest. With all the activity by Ethereum today, Bitcoin didn't do nothing. And she's slowly moving upwards. The 800 EMA is in sight. All right. She's approaching near the projection point of 55,600, which, believe it or not, is in this area where they previously built longs at lower prices. Not seeing really much movement to the upside in the sense where I'm seeing big green candles trying to get shorts at higher prices. They're quite small, but then again the move is quite small. The 50 is about to cross over the 200, but the 800 EMA is in sight, which is the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame. Now, I was having a discussion earlier on today with someone, and we pulled up the daily chart of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is stuck at the daily 50 EMA. Look at that. That is very interesting. Right here. It's pretty much make or break for Bitcoin at this point. Now, if we apply the cycle itself, have we got effectively a shark fin at the high? Is there like a mini M formation on the 4-hour time frame right here? They've been dumping, dropping, dropping. Okay. Drop, rise, continuation to the downside. Could we see lower ground to really reset price? The psychological high and low are at the bottom down here. Can you see the psychological high and low? Will they reset price and bring it back down into the zone to effectively fulfill the requirement of this criteria here? It's a very interesting situation that we are all in right now, guys. Yeah? Very interesting. We are pretty much being left to believe that Bitcoin's going to continue higher. And you know what? Maybe she could continue higher. And so could Ethereum. Let's go back to her. All right? Ethereum could continue higher, and there won't be a problem with that. But my concern is I have not seen a retrace yet. Now, how many times in the streams have we been, doing this, and we've been waiting for a retrace back to the 50 EMA? And we found also that when price doesn't retrace back to the 50 and still continues, the drops are very aggressive. Okay? That's what I'm concerned with Ethereum right now. We haven't really seen a drop level 1. And drop level 1, rise level 2. Drop level 2, rise level 3. We haven't seen that, which is why I don't trust this move. In other words, at a moment's notice, they could switch it up. At least with a cyclical move, price rising out of the 50, out of the zone, above the 50 EMA, retracing back down to the 50, consolidating, building up more contracts so that they can complete the move to the upside to form level 2. And that repeats another 2 times before we see a peak formation. I'm not seeing it, guys. All she's done is she's come and recovered back the previous area that she'd went to. Okay? Just look at it. I'm only seeing shorts being built in this zone. I'm not seeing longs being added. When I say longs, selling at the highs. You know, spiking price to the high, selling, but keeping the sell-off candle, which is the red one, in line with the overall trend. The 5 and the 13 have yet to cross over or break down. Tried it over here, wasn't successful. Continue back to the upside. Will Hong Kong start to change the intention and reverse price, set it up for the midweek reversal, and use Thursday as the low of the week, bring price all the way back down, and then use the expiration in Bitcoin to move back up into the zone? This is what I mean. We are stuck in this boring zone right here. This area right here, just stuck in it. Ethereum hasn't really made any massive price increase in the sense above its previous high. Okay? She spiked the high and completely pulled back. Okay? Notice how when we came to the high last time, we only saw notable volume here, and then it trickled ever so slightly and then reversed. Okay? Now look, notable volume coming in above the previous high. Straight away, they opened their sells. Now the sells weren't as much as we'd anticipated to be, which is why I'm not trusting this move. Could we just see price slowly trickle up to the M5? It's hit the, look at this, man. It hit the high ADR on the nose and pulled back. Ethereum needs to reset. Look at this big candle here. It's effectively tried to retrace back. But my understanding of how this game works, Ethereum needs to retrace. She needs to come and form a base at the 50 EMA. But the problem is, because if she does drop from this high and continues lower, if she breaks the 50, then it's just going to be a free-for-all. Because ideally what you want to see is you want to see price move in such a way that the 50 EMA regulates and straightens out to effectively form a consolidation zone. But the 50 EMA is pointing upwards. The momentum is strong, but it's overextended, man. If you look at here, shark fin on the TDI, it's come back into the zone. All right. Is the strength there to continue higher? Who knows? We need to wait and see. Bitcoin's at expiration. Options. Can you just say what you believe instead of trying to sound right every time? I'm not right every time. I've told you what I believe. Because we're not seeing the behavior by Ethereum in light of the cycles. You know, if you've been coming to the stream and you understand what we're talking about, we're expecting price to retrace back to the 50. This strategy is solely based on the 50 EMA. When price retraces back to it, it moves away. Look, here we go. Classic example. Look, price rises out of the zone, retrace back. Continuation up, retrace back. Continuation up, snap, breaks down. Notice how sharp the 50 EMA is pointing to the upside. Price comes and breaks down and then completely drops. What was this move motivated by? I don't remember any news coming out about this. There was no news for me, in my opinion. I may have missed something, but please quote me if I'm wrong. What news came out at 5 o'clock on the 22nd of April to cause Ethereum to completely drop? Ah, Crypto Keeper, really? On the Ellen show? That's crazy. On the 15-minute time frame, head and shoulders, let's have a look. See, here's the thing, right? This looks like an M. But will it play out? Sharp move to the upside, drop, rise, continuation to the downside. Look at the actual EMA itself, man. It's just so fanned out. The 200 is pointing so high. We should see a retrace. 11 years. Mike Biden. Crypto9, thank you, man. Look, if it's your first time passing through to the channel, please, before you start throwing out anything, go and watch the previous streams. Specifically speaking, go and watch Sunday night's stream. This will help you understand this move to the upside by Ethereum, okay, and what we were expecting. When everyone was talking about Bitcoin dropping, okay, Ethereum was sat in the range, okay, and she was doing exactly what we needed her to do. All of a sudden, she come up, retraced back down, and snapped all the way up. Please go and watch it if you want to understand this game. Okay? Jesus Skywalker, man. Where do you think the second leg point will be? I mean, look. This is what I mean, right? On the hourly, we use the hour time frame to effectively establish the cycle of the week. Okay, where are we in the cycle? And she hasn't come back to the 50. See, this is what you want to see. Look, this nice retrace back to the 50 EMA, because when they come back to the 50 EMA, you're going to know if their intention is to continue higher because they bounce away from it. They consolidate, add more longs at lower prices, trap the retail trader to believing to go short, and then they shift out of the zone and complete level 1 rise. All right, look, rise level 1, drop, rise level 2, drop, rise level 3, peak formation. Okay, that hasn't happened. She's just gone straight up. She consolidated what, right here? That's nothing. It's not even touched the 50. Nowhere near it. And that's what's cause for concern for me, because they move price up in 2 pumps, one here and one here, getting shorts here and getting shorts here. This move, this little action in this zone right here, retail trader. It's the speculation. It's all the people that are going on to Google trying to search and YouTube, trying to understand what is Ethereum going to do. Is she going to continue and make a new high? So this is where they start getting into their trades. Then market makers step in just to regulate the zone with these spikes in the red candles and the blue candles. What we would understand as stopping volume. Don't want it to go any lower. Want to maintain it. Keep it at a nice pace. And then slowly pump it. Why did they step in today just at this point? Now I know if there was news come out, fine. But remember, market makers are going to use the news to finish the zone and get out of a consolidation period, okay, so that they can move price and work it in the next area. But we haven't seen no consolidation, guys. It's just continuously gone up. It's not a theory. There is not a market maker is not a theory, okay. It is someone who makes the market. And there are three market makers across the world. The ones in Asia, Europe, and the States. Okay? And they all have a conversation with each other. All right? They all set up the zones. This marketplace is all about moving money between banks. That's all it is. People come here, okay? And they, or should I say, institutional funds, governments, banks, they all bring their liquidity to the marketplace. The market maker fills those orders in terms of high frequency trades. He uses algorithms and he sets up these orders. He matches orders with retail traders because there's hundreds and thousands of retail traders, but there's not that many banks and there's not that many institutional funds. Okay? But the institutional funds and the banks have the big money. So the only thing that they can do is they can approach the market maker and say, we've got $500 million that we want to put into the marketplace, get our orders filled. Market maker takes that money and he filters the money in via matching transactions to likes of people that are trading, like myself and you guys. So when you buy, and especially we got leverage trading as well, when people are buying, the market maker is matching those orders via a sell or a short. That's how he does it. Because remember, when you're buying, in order for you to get your buy, you need to have the opposite side of your contract. Why? Because when you want to realize a profit, you're going to use the liquidity from the sell that was given to you to initiate your buy. Okay? This is where we get the zero sum element of the marketplace. That's how it works. All right. Likewise, when price is rising, buyers aren't in control. No. Remember, in order for you to buy, someone needs to sell to you. If you're able to buy, someone's selling to you. At what point, this is what I'm trying to get at what point will the market maker decide to switch? Has he got his money in good? Because Ethereum has moved up a lot today. Okay? When I say a lot, she's covered a lot of ground from previous moves. She is at the highs, all-time highs. And we know all-time highs are an area where everybody likes to realize profits. Those of you who hold at all-time highs, do not be surprised if your profit is depleted. Okay? TradingView just subscribed. Tell me that's the original TradingView. That's crazy. Does TradingView actually do that? Am I being fooled here? Is that really TradingView? Surely it isn't. That'll be crazy if it is. Bitcoin. Oh, see, now Bitcoin's moving. Let's flip over to Bitcoin. Oh my days, coming back into the zone. If that's legit, TradingView subscribing, wow. I thought so. There can't be a TradingView channel. Okay, here we go. Let me move this. She needs to hit the 800 EMA. I'm glad this is happening. Bitcoin needs to hit the 800 EMA. We will know where we stand with Bitcoin once she gets there. All right. Notice how Ethereum moves and then Bitcoin moves. Amazon's goes up. I'm in a short. So we're watching this stream and not being on MT4 anymore. Oh, don't worry, guys. Listen. We will always have MT4. Why? Well, let's have a look. This is why we always have MT4. MT4 will always give us the information that we don't get elsewhere. Okay? Right. Notice. M5 in sight. But the 800 EMA is there. The moving averages are quite fanned out. They need to come back in together. 50 is just about to cross over the 200 EMA. Alright? But notice I'm not seeing many notable volume candles in here. It looks like they're drifting price towards the upside to prepare it for another move. The direction, we will only know the direction if they come back and retrace the 50 and then continue back up. I need to see a level. I haven't seen a level yet. On that principle, are we still in level 1? Yes. That's the crazy thing. On the principle of the cycles, we haven't seen a consolidation back to the moving averages. That tells me that we're still waiting for a level 1. Okay? Now, if that level 1 holds, when price drops to the 50 and holds, if it continues away from the point, happy days, we're in a confirmed level 1. However, because she's so extended to the upside, all right, she may just drop and drop quite vigorously as well. So we just have to be careful. We have to be careful. Right, this is MT4 by IC Markets. The link's in the description, and we use TradingView as well. Okay, so Dropper decided to move to mine Bitcoin. Okay, XRP doing the same move, is she? Where is she? There's XRP right there. See, look, this is what you want to see. XRP is retracing back to the 50. She's holding the base, but she hasn't come back to the 50. Could this be a formation of an M? All right. It's just a very tricky price action today, guys. Frankly, it's tricky price action. But look, these are the zones that XRP could hit. Look, there was a projection point for XRP. She comes straight back to it. Where's the next zone? The next zone is right here. And we have this zone up here, the 190. Is it a valid area to go? Of course it is. Why? Because it's the previous zone that the market makers had started opening their longs. All right? But we need to see a retrace. Simple. Mickey, I think you need to watch the previous streams, my friend. The win rate for this strategy is about 80%. All right? Watch the previous streams, watch the projections, and you'll understand what this stream is about. Okay? Because you can have a winning strategy and still lose. Yeah? Doesn't matter what the win rate is. It's all about how you understand price and what's happening and how you exploit it in light of the strategy that is used. Raja, please answer this. What is your technical analysis for last 30 minutes and 1 hour? When did you arrive in the stream? That's what I've been doing for the best part of 37 minutes. I can't give you financial advice, Raja. No matter how clever we go about asking the question, ultimately you're asking me, where do I think she's going to go in the next 30 to an hour? And you're going to make that decision based on what I say. I can't do that. I'm going to give you the mental framework to help you come to the decision. If you're having to ask where it's going to go next, you shouldn't be in this stream. You shouldn't be trading, full stop. You need to be making the decision for yourself. Yeah? Anyone needing verification about how this system works, take the gentleman PC shed. Sorry, man, but I have to. Okay? He made 200k in 1 day. Took 8 grand and turned it to 1.2. Alright? He did that all in 12 weeks, just watching the streams. He's clocked nearly 500 hours worth of stream time watching the previous streams. The information is there. If you need more confirmation, go into the Discord, and under a channel called Profit and Loss, you'll see him there posting his profits. There's nothing more to say. You don't need to understand any win rate or, how valid is the strategy. It works. The guy had no idea about trading 12 weeks ago. Now it's a different story. Now he's a machine. This guy came to the streams just like anyone new here. Didn't ask many questions. I only started speaking to the guy less than 3 weeks ago. That's the whole objective of this stream, is to help you guys understand this strategy. Because it's all there. No one has any information that it can't be accessible. There's no secret here. The secret is the practice. Practice the projections. Alright? Get used to drawing the patterns. Alright? Once you get used to drawing the patterns, you're going to start seeing them play out time and time and time again. Yeah? Are we satisfied? Just financial fried rice. The thing is, it's only a matter of time before people pin that down and lock it down. You just want, if I start giving out financial advice, guys, there are people that are incentivized by the CTFC, okay, to grab up people and report them for giving out financial advice. I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to take that risk. If you're happy to lose all the content that's on this channel, that's fine. That's up to you. I'll still be trading. Yeah? But I'm using YouTube as a platform to help you guys understand how this game works. And we've done a pretty good job of it so far. Alright? Trading's about commitment. If you haven't got the commitment to study this game, fine. Keep asking the questions on where Bitcoin's going to go in the next hour or two. You'll get the same response. Forgive me for my abruptness, but that's the hard truth about this game. And if you can't handle that, step away from this game. Because if you can't handle these words, wait till you're asking yourself the question, why did I not close my short? Why did I not close my long? And you're sitting on a 5k loss. Now, for the average investor, a 5k loss is a lot of money, especially for new people coming into this game. Yeah? And on top of that, we got leverage. I mean, boy, that's another beast altogether. That guarantees that you can lose your 5k in a moment's notice. Use this channel and expand on your thinking. Likewise, you're going to go and pay for a course to tell you how to trade. 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to buy another course. This is free of charge, guys. The channel is a course. Go and study it. It's all there for you. You need proof of the system? Go in the Discord and have a look at the profits of people. 20 out of 20, 87 out of 87, 200k in 1 day, 50K in one day. Had one guy brought 22 Bitcoin just watching the first stream. Okay? One of the streams. He brought 22 Bitcoin on a projection, paid him out. Happy days. All right? Everyone's different in this game. It's all down to your commitment. Miki. I don't... So okay, Miki, does that improve the way you're going to understand this strategy, Miki? Will that improve your ability to understand this strategy? Because that, Miki, it's telling me that you've brought a lot of courses in your time and you're still trying to find the Holy Grail. You're asking the verifying questions which solidify whether a system is worth investing in. I'm asking you for your time. Okay? You may have wasted a lot of it on previous information. Okay? Based on the questions you're asking. I'm not singling you out, my friend, because you're asking questions that people might not be asking. Okay? And it's helping you make a decision whether you commit to this. But if you need verification, go to the Discord. The Discord, all the links that you need, guys, are in the video's description. Okay? Alright then. Advice for a newbie in crypto. Start with the first stream. Start with the first stream. Be careful. Agreed. Agreed, Sebastian. Alright then. Cool. Look at what's going on. Let me get rid of these patterns here so you can see clearly. We've established that. Okay? Moved away from the 50 EMA. Now it's a waiting game, guys. Extreme for Media, how you doing, bro? Bro, listen, we won't know where the market maker will go, but we know at one point, okay? Sorry, we can guesstimate where the market maker will go. We've established that. The previous projections, the projection channel, Sunday night, we spoke about Ethereum going back to 2,630, projection complete, okay? We understood why she would come back here. That's the key thing. This channel's going to help you understand why it went back here. Not because technical analysis says that it's trading upwards. Forget that. There's a reason why it come back here. Okay? Why did it get, why has price action been very notable? Why is it so active in this area here? Yes, we are approaching previous highs. But why did we understand that price would recover all the way back up here from this point here? And that was Sunday night. That is what we discussed on Sunday night. Sunday just gone. We understood that the W formation, the bigger W in this area here, needed to play out. We would know confirmation if it continued higher. Okay? In such situations, what we need is confirmation for opening a short trade. Okay. The criteria for effectively a short trade, okay, will be determined at the 50 EMA. Ask yourself this question. What does price need to do? I want you guys to answer it. What does price need to do at the 50 EMA? Okay. And then what does it do after that to confirm that we favor lower prices? Ask yourself that question. What does it need to do at the 50 and then after to determine a short? Ask yourself that question. High Life, listen, Litecoin is good, man. Litecoin's been a beast. I like Litecoin. Break the 50, come back, retest, bounce back for a long, or when it confirms a candle below short. Okay, breakout previous high, close below, drop, retrace, continuation to the downside. Donatello, simple. Donatello hit it nail on the head. Everyone else is pretty much there, but the exact words were drop, retrace, continuation to the downside. This is what we want to see. A hypothetical scenario will be this, okay? If Ethereum copies the exact behavior here, we need to see aggressive candles to the downside. However, if she likes to be progressive and moves price in a slow-like fashion, okay, this is effectively what will need to happen. Ethereum will start to come down. She'll hit the 50, come back up, find an area of resistance, drop, break past the 50. At this point, okay, the 50 EMA will effectively be like this. Notice the blue. Ah, the opposite way. How do I get the opposite way to it? There we go. The 50 will effectively start to curve and go down. Okay? That's what she'll start to do. Like this. When price goes below the 50 EMA, alright, let me zoom in a little bit more. When price goes below the 50 EMA, there's only one thing left to do. Price needs to come back and make sure that the intention to break the 50 is there for them to continue lower. So it will then bounce to that and then retrace continuation to the downside, which is why Donatello said drop, retrace, continuation to the downside. The retrace needs to happen at the 50. All right. It can happen beforehand because they could effectively be forming another M. They could be forming the final leg of the M formation. Let's look at it hypothetically here. Got the first leg. Wait for price to retrace. One more attempt to the high, but not take out the previous high. Drop. Because what are they doing there? They're trapping the retail trader into believing that they can buy the dip so they can capitalize on more of the move to the upside, making them believe that. But if we look at the actual way Ethereum has been behaving, she's pretty extended. Now, if this green candle didn't appear and price slowly, progressively rose to the upside, excuse me, we probably would see higher price. But she got busy in this area because she needed to recover the longs here. Which is why earlier on I was like, hold on a second. This is why I believe they, in this one candle, they could have gone higher if they favored higher prices. But they stayed right at the tip right there of the previous high. And then the next candle pulled back. And then it went up higher on lighter volume. It started to rise, but it didn't finish strong. The next candle spiked the high, induced the short, induced the longs, and then retraced back. And then she's trailing sideways. This is how you break down the behavior. What's next? We will never know what is next exactly, but we can develop a consensus by building the confluences of price, okay, of how they're moving price right now. Okay? The past is the past. We've established that they've managed to realize a return on their previous longs. Finished. That zone's done now. We don't care about it anymore. We are right here. What is next? We know the market maker likes to build his shorts at higher prices. He may need to start realizing a return on those shorts. He hasn't hit the 50 yet. He's not done that all week. All right? At some point, he needs to change it up. Could Ethereum continue higher? Maybe. And so what if she does? Happy days. All-time high Ethereum. You know? Holders are chilling right now. But there needs to be a retrace because this strategy it operates as a short-term day trading strategy. That's what this is. Okay? That's what this strategy is. This strategy as a short-term day trading element is not going to tell you where Ethereum's going to go in the next 3 months. Forget that. If you want to know that, go to a channel that puts out predictions where you just watch someone just say, I predict Ethereum's going to go to 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. And then you make your judgment on that. All you have is them talking nicely about Ethereum going to 20,000. But this strategy here is understanding what's happening right now. Because that's all we've got. Tell me what the guy has that says Ethereum's going to go to 10,000 or 5,000. What is he basing that on? What, because Ethereum is a cool coin? Because it's the blockchain. Is that it? We knew that already. A holder makes his decision based on the utility of the coin. That is it. He's not interested in price retracing to the 50 EMA on the 15-minute time frame or the hourly. He doesn't care about that. He looks at his charts once a month. If he's a true holder, he won't give a shit about it. He'll even forget about it. He'll probably need to be reminded that he holds coins. Yeah? That's the truth, guys. Yes, this is true. Soulless Run, that's how you understand. In that question there, Soulless Run, right? This is how you, with that question there, you're going to go to the chart and you're going to pull out the confluences that favor either a move to the upside or to the downside, and then make your decision. Yeah? M1, M3 is confirmed. What signs are we looking for? Stopping volume. Why was his question taken out? Right. The M1, M3 pivots. Right, guys, listen. The problem with these pivot points on TradingView, and I don't know if Infinex is listening, okay? They update in real time and they keep adjusting. The M points need to be static, okay? Which is why we go over to MT4, all right? And we have a look at the actual chart right there. They are static for the whole session. That's what we need. So let's look at the M patterns here. All right. If you want to see how the M patterns work, okay, go to Sunday night stream. You will see that the M2 showed support. When M2 is formed, M4 is the next projection. Okay, like what happened here. Yeah, look what happened in the first start of this Asian session. Ethereum, excuse me, came down to the M2 point, showed support, came back up, stayed above that zone. We know when the M2 pivot is confirmed and price is above the 50, your next area, target profit as such, would be the M4. Next zone, if the M3 confirms support, which is what she did right here with the stopping volume candle, if I zoom in closer, you can see right there, M3 shows support. We expect the M5 pivot to be taken. What do we know? M5 pivot taken. Price comes back in line with the high ADR. What was Ethereum's ADR for the session? Let's have a look. Her ADR was 2,466 pips on average. That's the distance that it can travel. That's a change in price. A percentage interest of price. Okay, the smallest point that it can change in price is 2,466 pips. All right. Ethereum moved 2,510. So she moved in line with her ADR. Was this a moon boy move? No. It was exactly in line with her cyclical move on an average daily trading day. Okay. If it's beyond the ADR, so if the ADR was like 3,500, so it's 1,000 more pips than it needed to be, that is a very extended move. Okay. We need to see a retrace, and I keep saying it because I'm trying to get you guys to understand not to go into the hype of Ethereum. Even if Ethereum does go up higher, it doesn't matter. Okay. You're going to be getting into a trade, speculation, and the excitement behind Ethereum making new highs. All right. If you go into a trade at this point, or you go into a trade at this point and price is right here, for example, you're getting in at the all-time highs. It's the worst strategy to apply. Market maker doesn't get in at all-time highs. He sells at the all-time highs. He buys at the lows and he sells at the high. Funny that little saying, isn't it? Buy low, sell high. Who is that in relation for? Who is that applicable to? Because the problem is the buy low, sell high concept. People think that when you buy high, you think it's going to continuously go higher. And when you sell low, you think it's going to sell lower. It's going to go lower, sorry. Wrong. You sell at the highest possible point. Why? Because you want to see a profit from the highest top to the lowest bottom. That's your point of a short. Likewise, when you go long, you want to wait for the long to hit at the lowest possible point so you can sell it at the highest point. Why would you buy at the highs? It doesn't make sense. That means you're an emotional trader. That means you're getting in on the hype because you feel like you're missing out on something. But remember, when they move price up, they have to move it back down to regulate the marketplace. Buying at an all-time high is an excellent decision. Okay. Let's have a look at the reason why it's good to buy at an all-time high. What happened when Ethereum made an all-time high? That was there. That's a great place to buy, yeah? Funny that little trend to the downside. Is that buying the dip? Anyone that brought the all-time high there got fucked. Finished. We're at the same situation right now. Okay? Unbelievable. Exactly, Johnny Crypto, exactly. Can you explain what happens if the EMA catches up to price due to consolidation? It ranges, it stays flat. Here's an example, look right here. Can you see it? It goes up and down in sticky range, no direction. The 200, the 800 and the 50 flat. That's what happens when the moving averages come to price. That zone right there is no man's land. It's great for scalpers, but for swing traders, it's a pain in the ass because there's no clear direction. And then they induce you to set ranges, right? They make you draw boxes, all right, at the high and the low. And you set limit orders or stops. And you wait for price to come to those zones. Yo, SM, you made 50p, bro. That's 50p that you never had. You took 50p from the marketplace. Work on taking £1, £2, 3 and 4. You get the idea. The ADR, okay, the ADR, the average daily range. How does it work it out? It takes the high and the low. Hold on, the ADR. How does it determine it again? There's a formula. It takes the high and the low and the close of the previous session, which is similar to the pivot points, okay? But I think it divides it by 2. I think it divides, no, it divides it by 3 again. I think it divides it by 3. I'm not sure on how it determines the ADR. I'm not sure about that. PC Shed brought Bitcoin last year, 4,916. What a guy. What a guy. At 4,000, you know. He's chilling. How many people are new to the stream? Give me a 1 if you're completely new to the stream. I need to know my audience. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream, guys. Stream might be not your normal stream. There's no hype here. All right? We're not going to hype you up to make the wrong decision. We're going to help you understand something so that you make an informed decision based on a number of confluences, okay? And variables that work in your favor when it plays out. All right? The mantra to this channel is you pay to play. All right? And the only way that you can understand how to pay to play is taking your understanding of this system and applying it. There's no handouts. All right? You want a handout? Go to a prediction channel. They'll tell you to buy at the all-time high. And that's not discrediting MM Crypto. Because I love MM Crypto. He's the funniest guy to watch. You listen to him in the morning, your day is set. But we need to understand the seriousness of this game. It is a rough game. It's the hardest, easiest way to make money. People don't take it seriously enough. People put a trade on and they fuck off and go somewhere else. They go and sit and chill for a bit. They think that because they've opened a trade, it's going to go in their favor. No, don't work like that. I'm trying to find a way to apply the ADR on TradingView, but the problem with that is TradingView uses many servers. It accumulates loads of servers together, price feeds from various platforms, okay, and based on the one that you search. I mean, look, if you type in Euro Ether, all right, if you simply type Ethereum USD, look at all the brokers that provide a different feed to Ethereum. Granted, they're all pretty much the same, okay, but you'd need to extract one single source feed from these guys and apply it to the chart. I mean, that's something for guys who know how to code and all of that. That is not my forte. I have no idea. I just about struggle to spell the word code, you know? I'm not fussed about the likes, guys. I'm not interested in the likes. You know, if you like the video, happy days. If you're new to the channel, you know, subscribe. It's the normal thing to do. It's free of charge, like this course. This channel is free of charge to people. Get the information, okay? If I were to stop streaming today, and it would be the last day I stream, all of the videos in the channel will be enough for you to realize something from this marketplace, all right? The Discord, the community there is so helpful. There's over 7,500 people in there actively talking about this strategy. So there's never a question that isn't answered, all right? I have over 300 messages I need to respond to, so I'm probably going to struggle to get back to you, but at some point I will. It might take a month or so, but there are people that will help each other in there. So get yourself to that. Links in the description. Happy days. And another thing for you guys as well. These streams are long. I understand. They're a long time. 2-3 hours because we're waiting for price action to do its thing. Okay, let me bring up the 1 minute time frame so we can get some activity right here. All right, PC shared. This is our territory, bro. All right, the channels are quite long. Sorry, the streams are quite long. Now the time zones all over the place. So I've created a projections channel which is pinned to the chat. All right, and the link is in the description. Subscribe to that channel, because it consists of 5 to 10 minute videos every single morning, all the way from Monday through to Friday, of my projection of the levels and the zones that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP will look to take. My advice to you is this: go back to last week on Monday, start from there, and watch all the videos up until today. All right, and you will understand and see why Ethereum made this move and effectively this move. You will understand, because the context that I discuss in the stream is condensed. All right, you'll probably have a few questions to ask. That's why you come to the stream, because the context is explained in further detail. All right, but the projections channel is for the guys, the veterans who come into this, who've been coming to this stream from day one, okay, who like to understand what Bitcoin is doing from another point of view so that they can pull together their confluences and make the decision to pay to play. Yeah? Look, the only reason why I'm doing this, okay, is because in order for me to be better at this, I need to be able to teach it. If I can teach someone how to do it and they make money from it, that solidifies my understanding of this. I'm a Forex trader, guys. I've come to the crypto space. I came 12 weeks ago to crypto, trading it. And in order for me to understand it, I needed to be able to teach what I understand about Forex to guys in the crypto space. Could I apply the concept of the market maker's behavior in crypto? Which is why you saw me using the MT4 platform, because I only knew it from there. All right. However, 12 weeks later, it's a different story now. Been putting out projections and everyone has been making money, man, without giving any financial advice. Why? Because they've taken the time to study this shit, man. It's on you guys, man. It really is. You want to do it, you want to understand this game, trust me, just watch the streams. Ethereum, let's have a look. She's the center of attention today. She's got my eye, I'm telling you now. 15-minute time frame, what's she doing? Zoning, holding the 50 EMA. Could we see another pump to the upside? Maybe, because they're holding the zone. 1 minute time frame, what's she doing? The 1 minute time frame will start to show the intention of how each candle finalizes, or should I say develops, and how it finalizes. Right now she's below the 50 and the 200. I'm expecting she needs to come back down. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that move. W formation at the 800 EMA. I'll tell you this, guys. I'll tell you this. I've been on Binance for a few days now. Okay? And I've been trading exclusively off the 800 EMA on the 1 minute time frame. Look. W formation on the 800 EMA. Right? Let's go back. W formation on the 800 EMA. All averages crossing. That was an extended move. Okay, so I didn't really count that one. W formation. 800 EMA. W on the 50. Come back down. Extended move. W formation away from the 800. Needed to come back into the moving averages. Alright. So when it based, I understood that it needed to come back to the 200 and the 800. Alright. Where we at? Look. W formation. 800 EMA. Again. Alright. And then she's above that zone. Okay. I've been trading that off Ethereum all week. Every single, as many W's that I could catch on the 800 EMA. It's been a very interesting week. Right now, we are where we are. Okay. Yeah, of course the EMA is delayed. Because you'll see the pattern before the EMA prints. That's the thing. You will see the pattern before it prints on the EMA. That's my point. Alright? If you base the principle of seeing the pattern... Look, the W formation and the M formation, okay, where do they appear? They appear above and below moving averages, right? Okay, so do you think I'm going to wait for the M pattern to play out, okay, before the 50 EMA comes back to price? No. I'm going to... Yeah, of course I am. The M formation will appear before the 50 EMA makes its way back to price, or price making its way to the 50. The 50 will always be a lagged move. All right? The EMAs are lagged. They take their time to form. Every time a 1 hour candle prints, the 50 EMA moves. All right? We use them as a guide. All right? Look what happened here. 50 EMA was still pointing upwards when price came down. It only turned after this consolidation. Yeah? That's what you need to see. Yes, Mickey. The strategy can be used in both directions. That's why we trade M patterns at the highs and W formations at the lows. Yeah? Julito, listen, a pip, right, is the smallest change in price. So if Bitcoin is 55,000.1, that 1 moving to 2, that's a change in a pip. It's the smallest point that price can change. Okay? Because on the MT4 platform, okay, it's a 4 decimal. It prints the price in 4 decimals. All right? So every time after the point, price goes up, it's a change in price, the smallest change possible. Yeah, Shelly, 100 pips is £10. There you go. There you go. There you go. Bang out the zone. Thank you. Pips in Forex are 0.0001 of any given currency. Applying that to crypto, work it out. Did it retrace at the EMA before the drop? How did you identify the peak before we shorted it? Okay, Rags Dog Me. You're talking about this one, okay? During the shark fin drop at the previous high, did it retrace at the EMA? Well, look, if you're talking about this shark fin here, it retraced to the 50 EMA. At the EMA, it consolidated, which is why it turned flat ever so slightly, and then it dropped further. Notice how the EMAs were pointing upwards when price was dropping. Yeah? How long am I in trades for? It depends. You know? Yeah, most of the time I'm looking at the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame is going to really tell me the story of what's going on. Just pay attention to this right now. Look. What's weird is I've been doing these projections solely on the 1 hour and the 15 minute time frame. Here we go. Notable volume coming in at the 1 minute time frame. Okay? Notable volume. Notice how, whilst they're ranging price to the side, notice how they're doing these green pumps. The pump, pump, pump. These green candles. They are getting shorts filled at higher prices with the anticipation to go lower. That's what we understand. And they're opening their shorts. There's a little M formation right there at the 50 EMA. Rise, spike the high, drop, rise again, continuation to the downside. At the range weekly high right now. Price needs to retrace. 800 EMA in sight. Okay? Drop down to the 5 minute time frame. What do we see? I'm talking you through my thinking process, guys. Alright? What do we see? Retail traders. All-time high. People. Some dumb person brought here. How do we know? Because there's a wick. There were orders taken out at this point. Okay? Someone went long here. That's very unfortunate for them. Because by the time price came back down here, they probably got stopped. But what was induced? The idea of buying the dip. So people brought the dip. Now what's happening is we're waiting for price to effectively come back down. Why? Stopping volume. Stopping volume. The last video uploaded to this channel is the start of a mini series on understanding the candlesticks. I would say that the pattern is roughly about 40% of the strategy. 60% is and will always be the candlesticks. Why? Because there are many M's and there are many W's. It's understanding what happens at the pattern in relation to the candlesticks, which is going to verify whether or not that pattern is valid. Why? Well, let's look at this. Go back to the hour. What do we see? Here we go. Notable volume coming down to form the first leg of the W formation. Price retraces back to the 50. The retail trader went short in this direction. He set his stops. He waits for price to continuously go lower so he can see a profit. Price reverses back. Why? Because the market maker needs to realize a return on his longs that he opened whilst price was dropping. Remember, market maker drops price to get his longs filled at a lower point with anticipation to close them higher at a later point. What he done was he retraces, he brings price back down. He hits the stops, stopping volume candle right here. He hits the stops, retraces all the way back, uses the liquidity from the guys who went short to open his longs and see a profit on the way back up. The retail trader is feeling pretty pissed off. He's been stopped out. The market maker gives him another reason to get back in by showing rejection of the 50 EMA. All right? What do you see there? The death cross. The 50 crosses over the 200 EMA. Oh no, price is going to drop. Funny how it drops. Because the market makers know that people trade off this principle. So he induces the retail trader to go short. He goes short, the retail trader's happy. He's now managed to catch the move to the downside. Price starts to come down to the low. It pins the low, okay? Retail traders thinking, happy days. We're in for our money because we got stopped out on this move. And then what happens? Price starts to rise. Notable volume coming out of the zone. Shift, shift, shifting out. Retrace. One last attempt to spike the low to induce the retail trader. Out she goes. Market makers shift out of the zone. They have trapped enough liquidity in this area to move price higher, to get their longs filled at higher prices. And if you look left, red candle, and to the right corresponding is all of these candles to the upside. What's going to happen next? Maybe the opposite. Green candle, rise. Green candle, stall, retrace, continuation to the downside. That is what we're waiting for, guys. If it happens, happy days. When will we know? When price comes to test the 50 EMA. Thank you very much for the viewers, guys. Anyone that's passing through, thank you so much. Based on that cross, price action already dropped previously in retail, looking at lagging indicator for a potential short opportunity. Correct. Dragon Nix is exactly what it is. That's why it consolidated in that zone. It consolidates there in between these two candles. Remember, this is the hour time frame. It consolidates in that zone. The different colors of the candles that you use. Okay, so listen, Master Chief, there's the last video I uploaded explains the candlesticks. Okay, it's a mini series. There's going to be 2 to 3 parts to it. Okay, so I break down the first part of understanding the candlesticks, and I'm going to do a second and maybe a third. Okay, I'm trying to keep the video segments short and sweet. There's a playlist in the channel called Understanding the Hybrid System. If you're new to the channel, okay, when I finish the live, make your way to that playlist, okay, and it will help you understand what's going on. I'm just going to get myself a quick drink. 2 seconds.
Ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the work.
Okay, quick drink over. Where we at? Okay, are you guys getting it? Are you guys getting it? Sonny Biggs, what's good, man? Have you got your trainers yet, bro? I had a conversation with Mike earlier on today, right? It was a really interesting conversation, man. I think Mike needs to start discussing that on the podcast. We're going to be on the pod. I'm going to be on Mike's podcast on Friday night, guys. The Friday night stream will be a short one, and then we'll be reaching over to Mike's podcast on Friday. Okay? Yeah, let's have a look at Bitcoin. Funny that is. What did we expect Bitcoin to do? We wanted her to come and hit the 800 EMA. Why hasn't she done that yet? See, guys, the thing is, right, this move is so... You have to understand something, all right? When you see these fast, aggressive moves to the upside, All right. The slow trend is the true trend. Fast move is the false move. All right. Just look at that in the grand scheme of things. Whenever you see a stock chart, all right, a trader, let's take GameStop, right? Look at what GameStop did, man. Continuously went up. That's not a normal thing, all right? Especially for a stock. Within the, in the stock trading world, all right, the levels that GameStop was hitting was unprecedented, And that's why so much has been, so much is happening behind that. People are getting investigated and what have you. The stock market is so heavily regulated. Insider trading, they're on it. They want to grab up anyone that's doing that sort of thing, right? Forex, the only regulation in Forex is that they keep price within its average daily range. The IMF stipulates that. You have to make sure that you keep price within a certain range to avoid messing up the currencies across the world, the crosses that is, all right? You'll never see dollar yen or GBP USD or Euro USD go more, or should I say way beyond its average daily range. It will always come back to it, all right? You always have to understand that. Cryptocurrency, same story. We all thought that this move to the upside for Ethereum and Bitcoin was like a moon move. It wasn't. It was in line with its ADR. We've established that earlier on. Okay? Yeah, Forex has hardly any regulation. The only regulation in Forex, in light of the exchanges that provide the price feeds, okay, is the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 74, which stipulates that you can only deposit from the source account. You can't withdraw to another account. You can't withdraw to a different account. It has to deposit and withdraw in the same account. That is it. All right. And you have the KYC. Other than that, it's free for all in that area. They can do whatever they like, which is why it's a $6.5 trillion daily turnover. Will cryptocurrency get to that stage? What's the market cap altogether with cryptocurrency? Is it about 2 trillion now? What is it? You want to talk about the 1 minute time frame again? Let's talk about the 1 minute time frame. We go to Ethereum. Shall I tell you why I like Ethereum, guys? Ethereum respects levels. Okay? She does a fan. Ethereum to me, all right, is what dollar yen is. Here we go. Can someone be a market maker, act as a market maker by being a whale, or do they need to have that high frequency trading algorithm to do it properly? Samuel, listen. If a whale came into the marketplace and at a moment's notice purchased, for example, $2 billion worth of Bitcoin on the exchanges, that would rattle the marketplace. Why? Because such an influx, right, would start something in the marketplace, all right? So how do they do it? They go to the market maker. They come to a specific platform where they will dump the $2 billion progressively. Yeah? Isn't it funny how you hear about, for example, Bitcoin, when Elon declared that he was buying Bitcoin, all right? Bitcoin moved. But we didn't really know when Elon brought it. Because when Bitcoin rose that day, a day and a half later, she completely recovered the move to the downside. All right? Now, if Elon's buying Bitcoin, everyone's going to go crazy about it, yeah? Well, that move got absorbed in price to a certain level. The market makers used that to get shorts at higher prices, and then they dropped it. Okay? Whenever you hear about someone buying Bitcoin, it's already happened. They can't put it in at a moment's notice when you hear that, you know, someone's buying Bitcoin or a whale's buying Bitcoin. If you see the transaction, you know, how, you know, it doesn't make sense. You can't come to the marketplace, right, when you hear about a whale buying Bitcoin and Bitcoin doesn't do anything. It happened beforehand because they know they would disrupt the market. Extreme for Media, how do you become a market maker? I mean, you told us yesterday they bring the smartest kids to trade. Who are those smartest kids? Where do they get them? How do you get a job as a market maker? No, listen, the market maker gets smart kids to write algorithms to fulfill the execution of high frequency trades. They use these algorithms to effectively match orders with orders. And the way they match these orders, the algorithm will slowly move price in the direction of the order flow. So it will come into a pool of money and it will take those orders and match them to each other. And when they match a certain amount of orders, price moves in a certain direction. That's how smart these algorithms work. That's why they're high frequency traders executing thousands of trades per minute. They're not individual human beings that are typing buttons and pressing buy and sell. No. All right? It's massive computer systems that are programmed to absorb liquidity and push it out to fulfill liquidity across all these exchanges that people are trading from. All right? They all work off effectively like an electronic central network. All these feeds come through to one point and then it gets shipped out to various platforms. And it all happens within milliseconds. The market maker, he's the guy who effectively oversees this, okay? He oversees it and then says, you know what? This is what we need to do. We need to, I'll give you an example. Check this out. Right. Let me bring up MT4. It's the best way to tell you. This is the tick chart. Can you see it? Let me know if you can see this, guys. Okay, cool. Right. Right here is the tick chart. The tick chart. You think the 1 minute time frame tells you what's going on? Man, wait till you start messing with the tick chart. You will see a whole different game. Each time price goes up and down, it's an order being fulfilled. This is what market makers look at. They don't look at candlesticks, they look at lines. They look at line charts, okay? They ain't got candlesticks. Candlesticks are the result of the transactions being completed with these algorithms. We use candlesticks, they don't. All right? And it's how, have you ever wondered why they seem to know every single strategy that's out there? You know? Why is it that price always comes back to the 61.8 retracement zone? And why does it always bounce away from it? You know, there are so many things that they know, okay, that they take for granted and they exploit traders. Okay? The tick chart itself is the change in price every second. Okay? Every time it goes up and down, the ask line is the red line and the bid line is the blue. The difference between is the spread. The market maker has already made money on every time price changes. The spread itself, he makes his money there. Okay? When he starts to widen that, did you see that dump there? Did you see that? How it goes down? They're tapping liquidity. Look, pay attention to it. Notice how it moves in sync, but it always spreads apart at some points. They're taking orders up and down, up and down. This is how they move price in high frequency mode. All right? Every time it moves, it's fulfilling an order. That order, that relationship between the ask and the bid is effectively what you see in the end result is the candlestick. Okay? Now, I used to trade the tick charts. All right? And they were a difficult thing to understand. All right? How can you translate anything from this? This looks like someone's having a heart attack, bruv. Yeah? I'm going to keep this up so you guys can see what happens when it starts to drop or rise. All right? Let me get Ethereum up. Ethereum might give us a better view. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Ethereum's now dropping. All right? Just watch this. This is important for you guys because this is how price develops. This is why when you hear me talking about the candlesticks, behind every time a candlestick finishes, I've already imagined in my mind the relationship that is happening on the tick chart. This is why it's so important that you spend time watching price. All right? Because you understand something. You can see a pattern. You can see the behavior. Yes, they use algorithms, but when you sit and watch it long enough, you can actually start to get an idea of what's going on. Yeah? Skywalker, man. You're funny, Brett. Alright, it's not a heart attack, but it's electrocardiogram. Something of that nature. You get the idea. Okay? Look at how it's moving down. They're taking orders right now. Taking orders. Now, let me go to the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, on TradingView. Watch this. Here we go. Welcome to Short City. 800 EMA in sight. Here we go. This is where it gets interesting. Drop down to the 5 minute time frame. What do we see? M formation completion? Maybe. All right. We will know if she breaks the 50. Look at the candlestick. She came back once, retraced, got more shorts at higher price, stopping volume right here. What do we know? It's Wednesday. What do we see? A lot of this, guys, is perseverance. You've got to be patient. They're telling us a story. Look at every single candlestick on the chart and talk yourself through what's going on. Ask yourself, what is the market maker? Here's an exercise for you guys. For the guys that have been with me for a while, an exercise for you can be, take the 5 minute time frame or whatever time frame you want. Ideally, start on the 5 or the 15 or the hourly, okay? And pick about 25 candles and just ask yourself the question each time. What does the market maker want the retail trader to think in this zone? What does he want him to think here? What does he want him to think here? What has he actually done? What does he want him to think here? What has he actually done? Keep answering that question. And then the next time you come towards the chart and you're looking to place a trade, you would have had that conversation with yourself hundreds of times. You'll then say to yourself, what does the market maker want the retail trader to think right now? Yeah? Yeah, you can place crypto trades on a MT4, but you can only put them on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, Namecoin, and another coin. It doesn't have hardly any altcoins on there. It's just the main coins themselves. Marcus, man. No worries, Marcus. Well done, man. That'll be interesting. Harry Mack. That'll be good. No, you don't have to pay for it. No, MT4 is free. Tony, man. Nice one, bro. Is it possible to like it 100 times? You can like the channel if you want. No, you can't. Nah, don't bother, man. You're all good. Wouldn't the MMs want us to think it's midweek reversal, which means it's not? Not necessarily. Look, they've made the move. They have moved for Tuesday. Now, is the next move to the upside? Who knows? We will only know depending on what they do in this zone. Hong Kong needs to respond. Tokyo needs to respond to today's movement. Because Hong Kong and Tokyo are going to do one of two things. They're either going to continue or they're going to realize a return. Remember the conversation that we had in last night's stream, where we're talking about when the market maker during the gap time contacts the next market that is opening, the market maker that is, and has the conversation and says that we've managed to keep the zone. We've got 400 million trapped up here, 600 million trapped down here. Go figure. The next session after the Asian session closes is going to do one or two things. It's going to do a stop hunt rise or a stop hunt low. When it does that, it sets the intention and they will go for the liquidity where it's best at, where the majority of it is. When it goes to that zone, that before the next session, which is the New York session, where cryptocurrency, Forex is at its highest point in terms of liquidity, because you're taking European liquidity and you're taking the United States liquidity, the trading houses, all right? People all over the world, they're all coming together to trade. That's why the London and the US cross, all right, is the most liquid time of the day to trade. That's why we saw this move today, okay? Merkel, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. I will always revert back to MT4. Always go back to MT4. That's what I like to do. The reason I do that is because I've been on MT4 for the best part of what? Nearly 10 years, man. I understand the platform. I know the levels inside out. Zachary, well done, bro. 8 out of 8 trades. Well done, man. That is awesome. Some of your comments, man. The tick chart, when you go onto MT4, all right, I'll quickly bring it up for you now. The way you get the tick chart on MT4, okay, is you either have Market Watch, which is right here on the tab, or go to File, go to View, and make sure Market Watch is there. If it isn't, just press Control M. It will open it up as a shortcut. Press Control M, and it will open this chart, all right? Then at the bottom, it should say tick. Make sure you right click and you show all symbols, all right? And it will bring up all of the assets that you can trade on this platform. So gold, coffee, Brent, soya, wheat. You've got the indexes. You've got the futures markets, Bitcoin, your cryptocurrency. So there you go. You've got gold. You've got Peercoin, Namecoin, Emir Coin, can't say it, EOS, XRP, Litecoin, Euro, Ether, Dash, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin. Those are the currencies that they can trade on this platform. Slow trend is the true trend. Where's Bitcoin at? Ah, look. Look at Ethereum. This is interesting. This is why I always use MT4. Notable volume on the 15-minute time frame comes in. Candle is retracing that red candle. All right. Now, if we flip over to MT4 to Trading View, what do we see? We see a different story on Trading View. We don't see a notable volume candle on the 5-minute. 15, sorry. We don't see it on here. Do you see how we saw a straight candle, but we can actually see a pin to the low right there on the 15-minute? That's why I always revert to the MT4 platform, because these indicators were designed for MT4, not for Trading View. I've got videos on the 1-minute time frame in the channel. Okay, I uploaded them last week. Go and have a watch of those videos and you'll get my mental process on the 1-minute time frame. An irrational hatred of Litecoin. That's deep, man. There is a video on the channel to help you install the indicators. Is it on there? Yeah, but it's a stopping volume candle right there. Different on MT4. It's a different candle on MT4. That's misleading. Is the fact that they have just happened to offer some crypto on MT4 the reason you've decided to get into it? Crypto Keeper, yes. They actually had cryptocurrency on MT4 a long time ago, bro. They had it a long time ago. I never paid any interest to it. But one night I was actually just in my kitchen holding a cup of tea, smoking my pipe. And I thought, you know what, let me stream. I just wanted to see how it works. Sat Stacker, thank you so much, man. Didn't have to do that, bro. Thank you. God bless you, man. Pin to the high. Yeah, man, that Call of Duty game was funny. That was an interesting session. All right, let's pay attention to something now. Do you see what I mean? Why people can get confused? Look, Ethereum USDT, right? Then go to Ethereum Perpetual Futures, all right? Different candle. Go to Ethereum USD. Same place, Binance. Different candles, right? I always revert back to MT4. Always revert to it. It's the only platform that I trust. I'm not saying I just don't trust, TradingView, okay? But the way the candles are printed are so different. 1 minute time frame. We need to see what's going on here. Here we go. Where are we at? Here we go. Look at this. Out of the zone. M formation. Drop. Rise. Hits the 50 EMA. Continuation to the downside. Ready to take out the 800. We'll see if that comes in. Notable volume. They'll come back and retrace this green candle. That's what we want it to do. Nice one, man. Part-time philosoph. Ethereum at the end of the year? Couldn't tell you, my friend. I couldn't tell you where she's going to go. You guys tell me. Stopping volume candle on Ethereum on the hourly. Nice. Where's that? Let's see. Stopping volume. Where's she at? See, that's what I mean. Where's the stopping volume? On what? Let me have a look. Hold on. See, I don't see that. I don't. On what platform? On, that's what I mean. It's so confusing. Here we go. Is she going to come back down to that 800 EMA? Is she going to recover that green candle? Is she on her way to do it? Happy days. Ethereum 10k end of the year. What's your Insta message about a glitch on Holochain? Really? I'll check that out, bro. There you go. Notable volume coming in. Rejection of the 50 EMA. Okay? Recovering the green candle. Happy days. There's your projection move right there. The treachery and the trickery and the loveliness of the 1 minute time frame. Look at where she finished. Man. That candle stopped right there. Tapping the liquidity right there. Getting the shorts filled in that zone. Yeah? We need now Ethereum to break the 800 EMA to get some serious price discovery to the downside, man. We need that to happen. We need her to come below 600, 2,600. She needs to do that. If she breaks the 2,600 point, happy days. We should effectively have our reversal for the week because they have come out of the zone. Look, it's the last area here. This is the point of interest. That's what she needs to do. Where is it? That is the area. Notable volume coming in. Volume starting to rise on the 1 minute time frame. But remember, when price drops like this on the 1 minute time frame, it can pull back aggressively. So you've got to be careful. Notable volume stepping in. Look, she could retrace back quite aggressively. This is what I mean about the 1 minute time frame. It can be very aggressive. It's not, you know, not many people can handle the swings on the 1 minute time frame. You've got to be careful. All right. Look on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute time frame. Where we at? Here we go. What's she doing? She's looking to come back down to this zone. She could actually pin this part here and bounce up. We've got an M formation right there. Can you see it? What is the RSI showing us? Outside the volatility band, back inside, it's looking to come back out again. Let me just have a quick look on MT4. I won't swap the screens yet. All right, Ethereum, okay, is like effectively showing me. No, it's not. It's coming back down on the 1 hour time frame on fuck it, I'll just show you now. Here we go. On the 15-minute time frame, Ethereum is pulling back. Okay? And it's coming outside the volatility band. Naturally, what we expect it to do here is we're hoping that it continues lower. All right? And then it might try and come back to the volatility band and then continue lower again. Something like this. You see it? It needs to trail down slowly. That's what we want it to do. All right? Drop down to the 5. What do we see? It's coming back out the volatility band. It's getting quite strong. Look, pinning the Asian session low. Okay. 1 minute time frame. What do we see? There you go. Notable volume coming in. Again, is it going to hit the 50 and come back down? Let's flip over to Trading View and see. Okay. She needs to break this zone. If she breaks this zone, she'll effectively look to recover this area here. But she does have the 200 EMA in sight. Very important zone. Why are we scaring people? What is there to be scared about? I'm going with Binance because it's one of the biggest liquidity, and it shows in the price on Binance is it literally looks exactly the same on MT4. Been testing it. Pre-recorded, man. It's 21 out of 17. No, what? 17 out of 21 trades. Okay. If you were profitable, bruv, that's all I need to hear. I mean, guys, you know this pre-recorded shit. How does the logic sit in your mind to think it's pre-recorded? How? How can I pre-record? Fuck. What is that? That just baffles me. Tell me how it's pre-recorded. Because you can super chat on a pre-recorded stream. I don't get it. Don't let me get all Call of Duty mode on you, man. Yeah, just to let you know, we do Twitch. We stream Call of Duty where I literally lose my shit on there. Apparently it's really funny. I had a bit of a good session yesterday, but... I know. Chill. Yes, I know. He did say he was trolling, I know. Oh, shit. I always do take the bait, Mike. Always. You know what? It wouldn't be an interesting stream. I know. Pin to the high. Just go to Twitch. It's traders. All the links that you need, guys. Okay, is in the description for every single video, including this one. All right. So when the stream's over, have a little look. Gabriel, don't be stupid, man. Don't say sorry. It's a joke. I know it was. Was I being serious? A little bit. But I wasn't aiming it at you. Oh, actually, if you were the one... Yeah, you were the one trolling it. Nah, fuck that, man. You shouldn't have said that. Yeah. That's it, guys. Because I'm always looking at the chart, left and right. The first thing I look at in the chat, I see someone say pre-recorded. I think, fuck that, man. How can it be pre-recorded? So there's things, this is what could be happening. Market makers right now at the highs could be opening closing their shorts. Okay, they could be closing their shorts, but also adding longs at the same time. We've got to be careful. You know? J-Red, why are you doubting? What, the pre-recorded thing? Can we get over Bitcoin one more time yet? Bitcoin come back to the 200 EMA. Notable volume at the highs. Spike. Open up the shorts. Using the liquidity of the guys who want to take out the 55, 50. But one thing you need to understand is this, guys. Look at where they're building the shorts. 1. PC Shed. What are you doing, man? Thank you so much, man. God bless you, man. Thank you, PC. Nah, it's all good. They can hate, man. We'll still be trading. It doesn't matter. No, Alejandro, I don't use it. Not that much. Not anymore. Yeah, PC Shed ain't fucking around there, guys. You know, thank you, man. PC just closed the short. Nah, he guaranteed he's probably added to the short. Come on, man. PC Shed milks. That's why they call him the farmer. PC Shed is the farmer of this game. He's taken this strategy and ripped it apart. There you go. There's your pre-recorded £500. Have I ever seen a move as extended? I'll tell you one thing that I am getting with cryptocurrency, man. There are days when the cycles are just completely blown out of the park. All right? In Forex, you expect the retrace to happen. Why? Because they need to regulate the game. But in cryptocurrency, it's showing me that there are times when they don't need to do that. All right? There are times when it's showing me they don't need to do that. Now, something that I was just talking about. Market makers, okay, build shorts above key notable areas. They build them above key notable areas. A notable area is a whole number or a half number. Back to the pricing phenomena. Where is price right now? It's slightly above the 55k mark. If you're going to do a short, you want to try and grab it at the highest possible point of a key area. Why? Because people are buying at 55. Look at the green candles. They're getting shorts. They're buying above it. Above. Green. Green. One last push. Green. Are they building the shorts? Are they now looking to come out of the zone and bring price lower? Who knows? We will know when they break down further. But that is the behavior of the market maker. That's what he does above key notable areas. That's what you need to be aware of. Sorry, how's that sound now? Does this M cancel out the larger W? You've answered your own question, my friend. The larger pattern, okay, will always take priority over the smaller patterns, okay? However, you need to see how long it takes for the larger pattern to play out. Because if the smaller M continues to present itself, at some point the larger pattern will start to become invalidated. The true invalidation of a bigger pattern or of a W or an M is if it takes out the first leg. If it takes out the first leg on notable volume and continues, you've got an invalid pattern. But the common practice is, I mean, what we have seen in the past, we have seen patterns we've seen the M formation get played out. So it forms the first leg, the second leg comes above, slightly above the first leg, and then it drops. We've seen larger W's play out false because a smaller W, or a smaller M within that W played out correctly. So this is where the test comes. This is where you need to understand as a person or as a student of this strategy, at what point do you decide to place your trade? Okay? That's what you need to understand. You need to build the confluences together. But remember, the patterns aren't static. They are variable. They are always going to have a variation on them. And the purpose of these streams is to effectively train your eyes to see hundreds and hundreds of variations of the pattern. That's why I say to you, go back and watch the previous streams. Look at a W, fast forward it, and watch how it plays out. You've imprinted that in your mind, and you know what to expect with a W. Go and bring it to another stream. Go look at another stream, and then bring it in real time and see how it plays out. I'm telling you, the secret to this game in this channel and on the strategy itself is projection. That's the secret. The projection, getting, practice projecting price. Okay? And you'll get it. How do you make money when prices fall? You go short. When we go short, okay? Look at this. Let's look at this here on the 5-minute time frame. When you go short, you're favoring lower prices. So we can capitalize. Remember, as we are watching the market maker's behavior, we're watching the battle between the market maker and the retail trader. So we're sitting on the sidelines watching this happen. That's why we can go short when the market makers are building longs. All right? We can go long when the market makers are building shorts. We follow their moves. Okay? We don't go short when the retail trader's going short, when the hype is Bitcoin down to 30k. Yeah? Or 20k, whatever. We're not the liquidity that is supplied for the market maker to go long. When we see these red candles, we're getting out at the last push to the downside. Notice how the last push of this candle triggered the reversal to the upside. Why? Why is it? Because that's the most climatic point in the chart. At that point in time, market maker has induced retail traders and trapped them short. Price reverses. Where can we trade short? Seems like there's a lot of new people in here, man. That's crazy. Crazy, man. How far back would you go with your videos to learn? You're brand new today. Crypto Tray. If you want to take shortcuts, it's not going to work. Start from the beginning, my friend. Commit the time. Don't expect to watch one stream or dabble in between streams, because the idea is to realize the pattern. Training your eyes to see the pattern in real time. It's the only way you're going to learn. I can draw the pattern for you. You can put it up on a picture on your wall. All right? And you can say buy here, sell here. All right? Now come to the chart and apply that. It ain't going to work. You need to see the pattern play out. And that's what the projections channel is. That's exactly what the whole stream is about. It's helping you train your eyes to see the pattern. Because there's one thing I can guarantee most of you guys in this stream don't have, and that is screen time. I've got over 20,000 fucking hours worth of screen time, man. Over. The 10,000 hour rule, man, that's been smashed out the park for me. I've been watching price for a long time. I traded dollar yen for 6 years, and I only studied dollar yen. Ethereum looks like she's going to be my new dollar yen. I started this stream following Ethereum from day one. Okay? 12 weeks is not enough for me. I'm going to keep watching Ethereum non-stop. Ethereum is my coin. I'm going to take reference to Bitcoin. I'm going to keep an eye out on XRP. All right? But the three coins that I'm paying attention to completely are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Finished. And nothing else. All the other coins, I'm not interested in except Binance, BNB. We do love a good bit of B&B. All right? And cake. And bake. Now it's all coming out. This is 11 years, guys. Let's, jokes aside and what have you. I've been doing this here 11 years. I've been trying to understand this game for 11 years. All right? So, that's the result of it, man. That is where we are. Okay, then. Fetch, like a bit of fetch. Okay, then. What is IC Markets? Not only MT4, right? No, it's not just that. Mr. Baker. Crazy. All right, guys, listen. Have you enjoyed tonight? Do you feel like you've got the information that you need? Okay. What are we waiting for? Let's one more summary. Okay. Market makers are holding the zone. Okay. It's now 20 past 12. The Hong Kong session is Tokyo will open in 40 minutes. Okay. So important. All right. There's a lot of stuff to do. There's so much that's going to happen in the next few moments. Yeah, I need to get. I've got busy days ahead of me, man. I've got things to do. Got things to sort out for the patrons. I've got videos to do. I need to try and, I need to get into the routine because I'm going to bed at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, man, and it's breaking me up. I need to be my best possible self so that I'm catching moves and I'm helping people realize them at the same time. Okay? I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Please do not hesitate to subscribe. It's free of charge. We stream every night. We do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we do a morning stream just for members and patrons, members of the channel and Patreons as well, where it's just a couple of hours and we just talk about advanced strategies, various things in the charts, and we summarize the week. Okay? Make sure you join the projections channel, which I've got pinned to the chat. Okay, make sure you join that because I update that every single day. All right. The channel here, this one, the Traders Reality channel, is the lesson. It's helping you understand the strategy. The projections is applying that knowledge based on what Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are doing. So, if you guys are happy, I'm happy. We'll look to end the stream. If the midweek reversal happens, usually Thursday, Friday, move in the direction of the reversal reverses again. Principally, yes, that's what we expect. We expect Wednesday to move price, reverse price. Then Thursday will either send price in the true direction, okay? And then Friday, they will either form a base, create a pattern, or make a run for profit based on what happens on Thursday. Principally, we are expecting Wednesday to be the reversal. All right? So that's exactly where we are. Yeah, these patterns work all over the place. But guys, listen. Be careful when you're trading coins that are very, very cheaply priced. Okay, just be careful. They have to have the liquidity behind them. Nice one, Jade. Thank you. All right, guys. Listen, trade well. Be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.